Okay, here we are, everyone, back for another huge game as far as Nottingham Forest's season is concerned. It's third versus fourth. Norwich City versus Nottingham Forest at Carrow Road. A game that probably we should not be expecting to win, especially given our inability to score many goals. However, if we can keep a clean sheet, then I imagine that we have a chance at least, which is probably the most that we can hope for. Graben not in great form, but once again, form is not necessarily conducive to playing well. I won't have him as captain though. I think I'll give that particular honour to Jack Colback in defensive midfield. Pretty happy to leave everything else as it is, with the exception, of course, of Ionu being replaced with Yuri Ribeiro on the left-hand side there. I think that'll probably do us. Okay, let's crack on. Just got to hope that Norwich don't take us to pieces in the first 10 minutes, and from there we can hopefully build a pretty solid base. I need to also remind myself pretty constantly, actually, that we are a possession side. We are playing possession football, and as such, we don't need to play the killer ball immediately every single time. We can afford to recycle it, move it from side to side, look for openings, look for weaknesses. I've gotten a little bit obsessed with playing that killer ball first time, and I think that's harming us a little bit. So Norwich City, who of course are looking for an immediate return to the Premier League. They've got a good collection of players, young players as well as experienced ones. Timo Pucki, of course, is a player who has caused us problems in the past, but has also scored his fair number of goals in the Premier League. As Amiobi comes striding forward, plays it inside to Graben, who just... Oh, hello. Graben could have a chance here, actually. No, fluffed it. Also, you got the likes of Max Aarons playing at right back for Norwich, who was fancied by a fair number of top-end Premier League clubs in the closed season. If they don't make it back into the big time in the first time of asking, and I'm talking both in real life and in the game here, I expect him to be on the move. As the foul is given up by the referee, and Worrell will take the restart. He's just going to pass it short to McKenna. Ribeiro out wide now. No movement on the wing whatsoever, forcing him to pass it back. Just playing it around, waiting for an opportunity. Oh dear, that's a terrible pass by Sau, and it could have put us in a little bit of danger. Oh dear, Sau again being caught. Fortunately, his defensive work is top notch. Just seem to be caught every single time we go to make a pass. We're just half a step off of where we need to be. Oh my god, that's a goal. No, it's not, thankfully. McKenna comes to our rescue. That's a lovely ball from Arcas. And a nice one into Graben as well. Just can't find the pass. He was looking to try and play Sami Amiobi into the danger area there. Couldn't quite manage it. Oh dear. Worrell, oh, he's taken one right to the nuts there. That's not the ball I wanted, and yet again the passing has let us down big time. Oh my god, Yuri Ribeiro not even paying attention to his man. We're in trouble here. Norwich have got the measure of us already, and they're putting pressure on. Pookie puts it wide. We're lucky. Could have been a lot worse for us. Let's turn that deep defensive line off. That's not helping us go forward at all. Here's Ribeiro. He's going to play it down the line for Sammy Amiobi, who picks it up but hasn't really got anyone to pass to. Finds Colback. Here's Worrell. Arcas. Oh my God, another poor pass. Straight to the feet of an opponent. Need to be better than that. And what's that? That's not a tackle. Just, he's actually nutmegged himself, the player there. Jesus Christ. We are bad. We are terrible at the moment defensively. That's a yellow card for Ribeiro. He's going to have to watch out. And the computer deciding that I wanted to select somebody rather than allowing me to make my own mind up, which is great. That's just what you want, is the AI to be deciding who you're selecting rather than you. That's brilliant. Thank you so much. Scripting again. Second time in the last 3 or 4 matches that scripting has, if not led to a goal, then has very nearly led to one. Nice ball into Arcas. Ah, it's foul on Arcas and it's not called. Just as he's about to go for the pass, the man just clips him. And again, we've seen so many examples of players just being clipped off the ball just by the tiniest amount, and that's given as a foul. But then when you're on the ball and the same thing happens, apparently it's fair, it's perfectly okay. Right, Amiobi. I wanted to play it across to Lolly and it didn't do it, and I'm furious once again. The controls are letting me down big time here, and on that particular occasion, and I will own up to it if I have done something wrong myself, but on that occasion I did everything that I should do to play a diagonal ball across to Lolly, and he just lobbed it up to Graben instead. I'm sick of Arcas's shit, and I'm sick of Graben's shit. They can both leave the field of play. I'm done with them today. Second half. Not a single shot mustered in that first half, by the way, for those that were keeping score. And again, we've given the ball away very easily. Amiobi has the ball taken off of his toes just in time. No complaints with that one. That's just very good defending. But again, I go to pass the ball and they just bundle into me. Cantwell dealt with by Jenkinson. Amiobi. Oh, he's only gone and scored. Sammy Amiobi. 1-0 to Nottingham Forest. Nicely taken by the former Newcastle man. Worrell deals with that. Very nice, very nice. Colback doing a good job of covering the right back position, just with his teammate out of position. Byram. Jenkinson dealing with him as well. Guerrero can't quite hold it up, but the referee decides it's a foul, so that's all right. Free kick to Nottingham, centre circle. But you see what I mean? That's a nothing challenge. There's a free kick for that, but not for the one before. Consistency of decision making for these referees is something that I would really like to see improved. If I'm not talking about consistency from game to game, I'm talking about consistency within the same 90-minute period. Amiobi, he couldn't quite get to it in time. He was looking to square it for Guerrero. Good strength from South. Good run from Jenkinson, but he's dispossessed and he could be in trouble here if he doesn't win the ball back. Long ball over the top. McKenna underneath deals with it pretty nicely. Unfortunately, though, the pass was not good. And here's Buendia. If he can find the cross, this could be an issue for Forest. That's a foul, ref, surely. He takes the man and the ball. And this is a goal. It's not. I am surprised. That felt very much like a scripted event, that. The amount of strength that the number 9 has when he holds the man off here, with 2 trying to tackle him and a third coming across. That felt, for all good intentions, like a goal was about to occur. .88 minutes on the clock. It's ours to lose at this point. And there goes the whistle. It's not the prettiest of victories, but it is a victory nonetheless. Sammy Amiobi coming up with the goods in the 57th minute to give Nottingham Forest all 3 points on this very important game day. This result sees Forest go above Norwich into 3rd position. and puts them in very good stead for challenging for that second automatic qualifying position. Champions quite clearly at this point, Bournemouth, having reached 91 points as of the last game. We'll have a look at the stats, and you can see our only shot in the entire game. And this is what I'm talking about. If we don't take our chances, we don't score, because we get very few chances during a game. I hate to think what our XG has been over this season. I very much doubt there have been many games where we've had an XG of more than 1. 7.5 for Amiobi. It's a little bit harsh on Lolly and Graben, but he was definitely the man of the match. The other results in the Championship today: Watford keeping ahead of us after beating Coventry City 1-0. Stoke and Huddersfield drawing 0-0. Bournemouth winning 1-0 at Birmingham. They must be champions by this point, surely. The points gap is huge. Swansea beating Preston 4-0. Oh, blimey. Let's have a look at the table. So you can see there, Nottingham Forest up into 3rd place. 5 points behind Watford, with 6 games left to go. I don't know if we have Watford to play again, but that could turn into a real important game for us. And of course, consistency, as always, is a massive issue for us. We could find ourselves out of the reckoning before we even get to a point where we might be able to play them. You see our next 3 games below there. We've got, let's see, Wickham in the far future. In the medium term, we're looking at Birmingham and Middlesbrough next up for the tricky trees. None of those teams that I can see are in the top 10, so you could argue we should be picking up maximum points from each of those games. You could also argue, if you've been watching this series for any length of time, that there is absolutely no rhyme or reason to when we win, draw or lose. So, watch this space. Watch this space, dear viewer, because it's going to be an interesting run-in. Okay, until next time, thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.